Hello, my name's Clare, and welcome to this meditation that aims to impart the wisdom that we are more than our physical bodies. When you can really tune into that, it helps to ground, it helps to relieve stress or anxiety, and it helps you to perhaps let go of fear around anything that might be going on in our physical bodies and perhaps come to a place of trust. So you're going to start in a comfortable position. You can lie down if that's more comfortable for you. You might like to have something under your knees or a little pillow under your head. Or you can sit in an upright position, perhaps on a chair or seated on the ground. Whatever position allows you to have a nice long spine. So rather than slouching, there's a sense of an upward lift from the root of the spine. Inhale, lift your shoulders. As you exhale, just gently relax your shoulders out and down your backs. And if it's comfortable for you to do so, lightly close your eyes. Otherwise, just slightly look to the ground in front of you and have your eyes fixed on a certain point for focus. You can relax your palms of your hands facing up, just above your knees, and have your thumbs on your forefingers to touch. So this is uniting your human self with your true self. Just scanning your bodies and checking that you're not holding on. And sometimes it's only when we let go that we realise we were holding on in the first place. So if you're sitting up, it might be around your thigh area, your groin area. So think of grounding down into the earth. You might be able to visualise your sitting bones rooting down into the earth. And then at the same time, there's a sense of an upward lift, an upward rising from the root of your spine out through to the crown of your heads. And then becoming aware of your physical body. Perhaps you can become aware of the contact of your feet, your shins and your sitting bones with the ground, or your feet on the ground and your hips on a chair, or maybe the ground beneath you. So tuning into whatever part of your body is connecting to the earth. You might notice the sensation of your hands against your legs, or on the ground, or on your laps. You might be able to become aware of sensations at your nostril as the air enters and leaves your nostril. Maybe you can visualize your physical body in your mind's eye. Becoming aware of your physical body. Now tuning into your breath body. Simply noticing your breath as it is. Perhaps you can become aware of any movement in the body that's created when you breathe. Notice what happens when you slow your breath down. When you take very, very soft, slow, subtle breaths. inhaling through your nose, see how gently you can allow the air to go up your nostril. You may notice as you do that the breath comes lower down into your lower part of your lungs and your belly. So actually when we breathe, less is more. So when people talk about taking a deep breath, actually to get a deep breath, you need to take a very soft, slow and gradual breath. I invite you to see if you can watch your breath. Can you observe your breath as it enters through your nose, comes down into your belly or into the ribs? And notice the rib cage and the belly relaxing as the breath leaves the body. So you have your physical body and you have your breath body. And your breath is giving you your life force, your vitality, your energy. Your breath is feeding every cell in your body. And this soft, slow, gradual breath is very functional. Now tuning into how you're feeling emotionally in this moment. Not how you were feeling yesterday, not how you might be feeling in a few hours' time, but right now, in this present moment, how are you feeling? When you come to that place of inquiry, and you come to a place of watching your thoughts, so you know your thoughts are there, the mind is designed to think. But can you watch your thoughts rather than become them? It's a very powerful practice in being able to remain present rather than becoming reactive. So the deeper part of you is watching your mind. And one useful practice is to watch the space between your thoughts. So can you now be the observer of your mind rather than the thinker of your mind? And as you rest in that awareness, maybe reflecting on the notion that our minds and emotions are inextricably linked. So every emotion precedes a thought. So if we can learn to manage our mind, so our mind's going to think, it's designed to think. If we can learn to manage the thoughts, we learn to manage our emotions. And so it's really trying to catch the emotions early before they escalate. And we can do that by simply watching rather than becoming. So the practice here and now is simply to acknowledge that we have a mind body that's inextricably linked to our emotions, and that we have the capacity to manage our minds. Watching thoughts can be a very helpful practice. As we delve deeper into the layers or the bodies, becoming aware of your bliss body. And the body where you can access knowingness, wisdom, as we come to the more subtle aspects of ourselves, our energetic selves. And this wisdom is always here for us to tune into. We can really only access it when we're in a state of balance. And this bliss body is just hugging your true self, your source, your center, your home. And it's this true self that's never changing, and it's always there, and it's ever present and available for us to tune into at any time. So you might like to imagine it as a big sun that you've got, a bright sun in the center of your abdomen, and it's always there shining bright. But sometimes the clouds come along and cover it up. But it doesn't mean that it isn't still there. But we can only access it if we quieten our minds, tune in. So to come to a place of well-being, we need to have a balance between the physical body, the breath body, the mental and emotional body, the bliss body, which is where we might be working on energetic blocks at a much deeper level. And that will lead us to unity with our deepest, truest selves. If you're sitting here and your mind's wandering away, that's completely normal. When you start the practice, just allow the thoughts to be there. And just bring your awareness back to your breath, to watching your thoughts. And just try and keep your focus on the space between your forehead, your third eye, the more you do this practice, the more you quieten down, the more the awareness of these different layers and different parts of yourselves will come through. And that sense of knowing that there is so much more to us than the physical body can be very reassuring when we are dealing with any big life situations or any physical ailments. So the breath, the mind and the emotions, and your energetic bodies and your spiritual self, your soul, can all help to heal your physical body. And the power lies within you. And don't worry where your starting point is, be it wherever you are right now in this moment. And so taking one last moment just to reflect on these 5 layers or these 5 bodies. Maybe just taking a moment to observe how you're feeling right now in this moment, knowing that you can come back to this place if it feels good for you to be here. And finally, thanking yourselves for carving the time out to sit for this short meditation practice, knowing how beneficial it is, how valuable it is. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice, and have a great day.